How does customary international law impact naval FONOPs? Imagine navigating through a complex web of rules and traditions that influence how nations interact on the high seas. This intricate framework shapes the actions of naval forces during freedom of navigation operations. Customary international law plays a pivotal role in defining what is considered acceptable conduct in these maritime endeavors. It is formed through consistent and general practice by states accompanied by a belief that such practice is legally obligatory. Over time, these practices become recognized as binding norms, influencing how countries justify their naval activities. One of the fundamental principles derived from customary international law is the right of innocent passage. This allows ships of any nation to traverse the territorial waters of another state as long as they do so without threatening the peace, good order, or security of the coastal state. During naval FONOPs, ships often assert this right by challenging maritime claims they believe to be inconsistent with international law. For example, if a coastal state claims a territorial sea extending beyond the 12 nautical miles recognized by the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, naval vessels may conduct operations to demonstrate that such claims are not supported by customary law. Another aspect of customary international law that impacts FONOPs involves the rules governing maritime zones and the rights associated with them. The law recognizes the exclusive economic zone, which extends up to 200 nautical miles from a coast, where a state has sovereign rights over natural resources. Naval operations in this zone must respect the rights of the coastal state unless the claims are deemed inconsistent with customary law. When a state conducts a FONOP to challenge excessive maritime claims, it relies on the understanding that customary law supports navigation rights that are not explicitly outlined in treaties but have been established through long-standing practice. Furthermore, customary international law influences the conduct of naval forces by establishing norms against coercive or aggressive behavior. This includes the prohibition of acts that could be perceived as threatening or hostile, such as unprovoked harassment or interference with lawful maritime activities. During FONOPs, navies aim to demonstrate that their operations are consistent with these norms, reinforcing the principle that navigation rights should be exercised peacefully and with respect for international legal standards. In essence, customary international law provides a foundational legal context that guides and legitimizes naval freedom of navigation operations. It helps clarify what maritime practices are accepted globally and supports efforts to uphold open and secure navigation channels. By adhering to these established norms, navies contribute to maintaining stability and ensuring that international maritime law continues to evolve in a manner that promotes peaceful coexistence on the world's oceans.